I pretended to be broke during my divorce while building a business empire in my brother's name, then took it all back. The papers were served on a Tuesday morning while I was drinking coffee and checking my phone, completely oblivious to what was about to unfold. My wife of 12 years had decided she wanted half of everything I had worked for, including the small consulting firm I had built from nothing. She sat across from me at our kitchen table, her lawyer's business card placed deliberately next to the salt shaker, explaining how she deserved compensation for supporting my career while she pursued her own interests. What she didn't know was that I had been planning for this exact scenario for months, ever since I found the credit card statements showing expensive dinners at restaurants I had never been to. The receipts always showed 2 meals, and I knew she wasn't eating double portions. My stomach churned as I realized my marriage was over, but my business mind was already calculating how to protect what I had built. I nodded along as her attorney explained the division of assets, pretending to be shocked and devastated while internally preparing my next moves. The consulting firm was worth about $200,000 on paper, but I knew its real potential was much higher. I had been developing a revolutionary software solution that could transform how small businesses manage their operations, and I wasn't about to hand over half of my life's work to someone who had betrayed me. That evening, I called my younger brother and explained the situation without revealing my true intentions. I told him I needed his help to start fresh, that I wanted to begin a new venture while going through the divorce proceedings. He was enthusiastic about the idea, especially when I mentioned he would be the official owner of the new company while I worked behind the scenes as a consultant. The next few weeks were a careful balancing act of appearing financially desperate while secretly laying the groundwork for my new empire. I moved out of our shared home and into a tiny studio apartment in a questionable neighborhood, making sure to document every expense and emphasize my reduced circumstances. I drove an old pickup truck I borrowed from a friend, wore the same 3 shirts in rotation, and complained constantly about my financial struggles. Meanwhile, I was transferring my most valuable clients to the new company my brother had officially established. I structured everything so that I appeared to be just a low-paid employee, while the real profits flowed into accounts she would never discover. My brother handled all the paperwork and meetings, while I did the actual work from my cramped apartment. The software development project became my obsession during those long, lonely nights. I coded until 3 in the morning, fueled by anger and determination, creating something that would revolutionize inventory management for restaurants and retail stores. Every line of code felt like a small victory against the woman who had tried to destroy everything I had built. Her attorney kept pushing for a quick settlement, probably assuming I was eager to move on with my life. I played along perfectly, sighing heavily during meetings and claiming